All right, shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And sincere shalom to all you men preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and shalom to you striving and sincere believers. It's your brother Shemagara coming to you with another lesson. All right, and today we're going to talk about chastisement and how that perfects you and how that purifies you. All right, and the greatest example of that is Yahushua, who took up his cross, all right, for the sins of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and more specifically on this side, the 1/3, the elect. All right, and we're all going to have to bear our own cross and receive our own chastisement, all right, in this walk. Okay, let's go to Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus. We're going to go to chapter 30, and we're going to go to verse 1. Okay. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. Okay. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to, and that word goes back to often, all right, to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. All right. And there's different scriptures on how the Father loves the works that Yahushua does. All right, he's the first, he's the only begotten Son of the Most High. All right, this is my Son who I am well pleased. All right, so he's the greatest example of father-son connection, where, you know, the Most High had to punish his son, all right, for his own his own sins, and also the sins of the whole nation. All right, because that correction or that punishment, okay, it purified him. Okay, it raised him up on a level, you know, and he was worthy, all right, to inherit the everlasting kingdom. Okay, so, you know, when you earn something, you know, you take pride in it, all right? This just wasn't just given to him, you know, he earned it, all right? And he walked in his flesh and overcame the flesh, all right? Okay, so, you know, being part of the temple, all right, or the tabernacle, you're going to have to do the same, all right, on a lesser level, but you know, you're going to receive chastisement, okay? Because we all have sinned, all right? We all fall short of the glory, all right, as the scriptures say. All right, so he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance, all right? So, like I said, Yahushua, our Lord and Savior, who they ignorantly call Jesus, all right, he displayed the perfect example, all right, for us to follow. All right, him being our shepherd, okay? Let's get 2 Samuel. Let's go back to or I should say, rather, let's go to the Blue Letter Bible. 2 Samuel, right, chapter 7. And we're going to go to verse 12, all right? And this is Nathan the prophet, okay, talking to David. And when the days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. And this is how we find out who is it talking about, all right? Verse 13, he shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. All right, we all know Solomon was his son, all right? And through the Spirit, if you can receive it, Solomon is Yahushua, and vice versa, Yahushua is Solomon. All right, And it's talking about Yahushua, eventually. But Solomon, all right, built the temple. All right, got the blueprints from David. Okay, but this everlasting kingdom, this eternal kingdom, all right, Yahushua is gonna set it up in righteousness. Okay, and this is how you furthermore tell. Okay, who's this is talking about through the Spirit. Verse 14. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. Okay? And, Solomon fell. Well, Solomon sinned, all right, worshiping other idols. You know what I'm saying? And so he did commit iniquity, but he didn't pay for it as Solomon, all right? So he took on that punishment as Yahushua, all right? Okay, verse 15. But my mercy shall not depart, and also as Adam, okay? Because he's Adam as well through the Spirit if you could receive it, all right? So reincarnation does exist, all right? But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. All right, so let's get what chastisement means. Salakia. To inflict pain upon, to punish, and recall to duty, to punish for the purpose of correcting or reclaiming, to warn, advise, instruct, punish. Okay? So he afflicted pain, all right, going on that cross, the crown of thorns, all right, him getting pierced, okay, him getting nailed to the cross, all right, them giving him gall to drink, all right, that was pain, man, that was a punishment, that's chastising, all right, but it's all for a purpose, okay, to show the elect, all right, what they're going to have to go through eventually, as well as other reasons. All right, but I'm just pointing out that key reason. All right, and he showed them you got to take it, man. You got to take it, because the Most High, he's the judge at the end of the day, okay? But it still says he punished us less than our iniquities deserve, so, so all the hell that you catch, catching, all right, brothers losing their jobs, child support. I mean, the list goes on. Financial problems. All right, those seem to never end. But it's a chastisement. It's a punishment. All right, okay, and it's eventually, if you're of the elect, it's gonna purify you, man. It's gonna raise you up on a whole nother level. Okay, and then it says all according to all these words. And according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. All right. So that was basically a future prophecy, man. So showing you that Nathan was a prophet. Okay. And he told David. All right, let's go to Hebrews. Let's go to 12. We're going to jump to verse 6. Okay, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, okay? And scourgeth every son whom he receiveth, okay? So he chasteneth Yahushua, man, all right, his only begotten, all right, and scourgeth, let's go into that word.
Strong's G 3146, mastigao, Thayer's Lexicon, related entry, mastizo.
Okay. Salakia. a whip, lash. So it's a form of punishment, man. Okay, and scourge of every son whom he receiveth. So a lot of these jakes is going off, man. Okay, that correction makes them get worse and worse, but the correction for the elect, all right, purifies them. It makes them a better person for it. All right, it shows them what not to do. It shows them that the Most High is with them, really. Okay, so let's go to verse 7. And if ye endure chastening, so you gotta endure it, man. Sometimes the chastening, for if you're not of the elect, it just take you out of the truth, man. You don't want that. And if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? All right. Ultimately, it's because the Most High care. You see those parents that really let their children do whatever. All right, do whatever they want. All right, that's not showing love, man. Because eventually, Esau gonna get to you when you get an adult and you set in those bad habits and those bad ways. All right, but but when you correct it, you got that rod on you. All right, you become more productive. All right, in this world. You know to handle your business, do your duties, all right. And you got a work ethic, to be honest. From the kids I've seen with a stricter parents or parents that had rules and you know weren't afraid to use exercise force, man. To be honest, but here in this society, you know they'll look at you as a bad parent, man. Okay, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards. Then are ye bastards and not sons. All right. So Esau Edom is a bastard, man. Right? Because he's been committing iniquity all the way as a serpent, as king, as Esau Edom, to his current name that he likes to use. That's why we say so-called. He's the so-called white man, the Caucasian. All right. The Most High ain't dealing with him at all. So that's why he's able to commit all these iniquities. All right. To the time where the Most High just want to take him out. Cold, take him out. All right, let's get Zechariah. Zechariah 13. We're going to jump to verse 9. As a matter of fact, let's go to verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Okay, that will be your 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. All right, see the punishment of the heathen. But the third part shall be left therein. That's the elect, starting off with the 144,000, being a part of that 1/3. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. So you heat up gold, all right, you get the impurities out, and it becomes valuable. It becomes in a good condition, in a good state. All right, but it takes fire, and that fire represents chastisement, correction. All right, pain, punishment, judgment, really. All right, but it's not to break you; it's to make you. All right. They shall call on my name, which is his name is Yahweh, through his only begotten Son Yahweh Shah, through the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Kodash, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my God. All right. And let's go back to Sirach. We're gonna go to let's see. 2 verses 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. We in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 2 verses 4. Whatsoever is brought upon you, brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient without a change to a lower state. All right. Sometimes, these punishments, these corrections, this chastisement, how you feeling down. All right. But it's all for a purpose if you're of the elect. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in a furnace of adversity. All right, so acceptable men. Who are the acceptable men? The elect. It all goes back to the elect. And acceptable men in a furnace of adversity. A furnace is something you use to heat up. And adversity is, your trials and tribulation, your own cross. All right, but it's to purify you. All right, it's to make you, partake in that suffering with Yahushua, man. Okay? All right, so, so the elect could be forgiven, man. All right, and Lord willing, this was edifying, quick to the point. All right, and I'm going to title this Chastisement. It will make you, not break you. All right, Shalom.